of the day, Dr. Usha Mittal, Associate Professor, School of Computer Science and Engineering, Lovely Professional University. With 14 plus years of academic and research experience, her expertise lies in machine learning, deep learning, and computer vision. So now I would like to introduce Dr. Shamnish Sharma also in this webinar. Welcome, Dr. Shamnish Sharma. He's Senior Manager, Upgrad Education Private Limited, with over 14 plus years of experience spanning edtech and higher technical education. He brings a deep understanding of program development and industry aligned curriculum delivery. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. Now I'm going to hand over this session to our experts, Dr. Usha Mittal and Dr. Shamni Sharma, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from them. Over to you both.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the special session on future proofing your career, long term opportunities in data science and machine learning. I am thrilled to have you with us today as we explore one of the most dynamic and high growth fields shaping the future of technology. We are living in a world where data is at the heart of every major decision, from how governments tackle pandemics to how business predict customer behavior, personalize user experiences, optimize supply chains, and even design self-driving cars. Behind these data-driven innovations lie the powerful domains of data science and machine learning. In response to this growing demand, Lovely Professional University, India's top-ranked and NAAC A++ accredited institution, has joined hands with Upgrade, one of the most trusted names in digital learning, to offer a BTech in computer science and engineering with a specialization in data science and machine learning. This program is not just about textbooks and theory, it is about transforming students into industry ready professionals through hands on projects, real world case studies, and industry mentorship. Students graduate with the skills needed to pursue roles such as data scientist, machine learning engineer, AI research analyst, and data engineer. Today, we are excited to have with us Mr. Shamni Sharma, Senior Manager at Upgrad, who will be providing detailed insights into the long term career opportunities in data science and machine learning. Over to you, Shamni sir.
Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon. Uh, so, going ahead with this session where we would be talking about the long-term opportunities in data science and machine learning, let me set the context for you, like what you are going to learn in next 30 to 35 minutes would be this. So first, we would talk like how the world is changing and reshaping itself in a way with using these technologies which are like machine learning, data science, then like how these two technologies are differ to each other and how they are basically related to each other, and why this field is booming these days. Then we will talk about the career domains in these two fields. Then what can be the popular career roles in this particular field, and most importantly, to go or to make your career in these fields, what skills you required, what kind of degree or maybe the program you should enroll, and then we will talk about what are the top notch tools and technologies which are being used. Then we will talk about industry trends. Then we will talk about like what are the salary structures for the various roles which you can avail after doing such programs in India. Then like how and why you should choose your career in data science, career path after your program or your degree. Then what makes you future ready, what makes you future proof. Your journey begins over here. Let me talk about the like how the world is changing so fast. So first of all, let's talk about various like tools and technologies we are using in our daily life. One is like everybody is like maybe using Netflix. Is it? I hope so. Everyone is watching Netflix either on their smartphones, on their laptops, or their TVs at home. Like this platform is everywhere these days. So, how do Netflix predicts like what should be the next recommendation based upon the previous episode, or maybe any movie you have watched on it, or like how Google is predicting the next word you are going to type. Answer is very simple: machine learning and data science. So the examples are Google Maps, ChatGPT, ML is everywhere. Every click, every search, and even if you are swiping your screens, it is generating data. Now, to handle this data, we need a science to get insights out of that particular data which is being generated by machines. We need a science that could come up with various insights and give you meaningful information. So, what I can say, data is new oil and machine learning is the engine that drives it. Coming to next, what can be the real world examples of machine learning? Anyone from you? Yes? Okay. So let me come up with some of the examples. So Netflix recommendations. So whenever we are talking about any recommendation system, this is nothing but data science and machine learning. So whenever we are talking about let me take another example. Just type today like you want to buy a pair of shoe, uh, maybe sports shoes with this much or with some specifications. Now what happens next? Google will start providing you recommendations. Now it's not only Google. It's about your Facebook page, it's about your Instagram page, it's about other social media platforms where you are there. They will give you personalized recommendation system for those uh, a pair of shoes. They will say like Nike is coming up with this. They will say Adidas is coming up with this. These are the feature. Even these days they are coming up with video ads for the same, other than the textual information. Other than this, like banks are using machine learning and data science for fraud detection. So how uh, like few activists or maybe the people who are making fraud are basically using the technologies to fraud people, then banks are getting more advanced with machine learning technologies. They are giving you those recommendation that such kind of messages might be the spam or the fraud messages. So whenever it is coming to your maybe on mailbox or anywhere, you may find like they will directly go to spam. Voice assistance. I'm very sure like you must have used Alexa, Siri, all these smart speakers at home. Now whatever you are saying, they're replying on that based upon your previous commands. They are basically storing that data and giving you recommendations also. Even like Alexa and Siri can like come up with some games for the students, like or maybe like quizzes for the students. So you can make them as your learning assistants at home. Like these days you are getting predictions like by tomorrow there would be this much of rain, by tomorrow there might be certain um, you know humidity in the atmosphere. There might be like a very hot weather by tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow. So all these systems are getting data and giving you recommendations. So all the technology which is behind it is machine learning. So like crop prediction in agriculture, this is one of the you know newest area these days, where like you or maybe the farmers may have their smartphones. There might be some apps, they based upon the pictures of their fields, they can give them recommendation, or maybe they can predict like what would be the yield of this particular crop that they are growing in right now. So all these are the examples for machine learning, and we are using these technologies in our day-to-day life. Coming to what is data science now, when everybody is talking about machine learning, artificial intelligence, what exactly the data science is? Let me talk. So what is data? Data are the raw facts. Now let me take an example. 10 years back, if we have to generate the data, human beings were generating this data. How? When the digitalization started, let's take an example of an office where your files were in folders and all. Now when a digital India mission started, what they started enrolling the citizens on their portals. Now every information is stored on the system or maybe the PC which were available at that time. Now we have started generating that digital data by using our computers. So either we were typing, either we were taking snapshots, or maybe like we are like creating some another applications or documents. So all that data was stored in our computer system. Now the world is changing in at a very fast pace. Let me tell you how. These days, not only human beings, but machines are also generating that data. Now, this data is generated in a way, it is a scattered data, and we need to find some meaning out of it. That meaning can be in terms of uh, another information that can be used for taking decisions in business, then can be used taking decision by a machine, maybe by human beings, your educator, your Alexa, Siri, or whatever the smart applications you are using these days. But to get those insights, we need certain data mining techniques. So from there it has started. Data mining. Data mining is nothing but to get the data which is of our use. So how it starts? Collecting, cleaning, and analyzing the data. So we are having a bunch of data. We need to collect it. So even like machines are collecting it and they are storing it in either in databases or in data warehouses. We have collected it. Now we started the cleaning of that data. Then after the cleaning of that data, we started analyzing it for future trends or insightful information. Now, once that insightful information came out, out of it, then turning these numbers into decisions. Because without taking decision, I do not have the value of those numbers. So basically, why this whole process is being done, it is just turning the information which is being fetched out of that particular data warehouse to take valuable decisions, and that decisions will be used by companies, governments, hospitals, or other organizations just to create business or to create policies or to predict like how many patients should be would be there in next, let it be 1 month or on a particular disease or something, if we are talking about hospitals. So government are using it for policy making, or maybe to making some schemes, or like how those schemes would be implemented at grassroots level, and companies are obviously using it for their business purposes so that they can get more profit out of the sales, or maybe anything they are doing with that particular data. Now, what is machine learning? So machine learning is something that deals with models, machine learning models. Now, what are these models? Let me tell you. Teaching computers to learn from data. Now, the data that was created or collected or cleaned or analyzed, that data will be used over here to make machines or computers learn from that data. No need for explicit programming in this. If I'm saying explicit programming, it means there are ready-made models. We need to give the input of the data, a clean data, and analyze data so that machine can understand it and start giving you the performance in a way the algorithm is asking it to do. An example can be like email spam filter learns over the time. So now you can say that if you have created labels in your Gmail, like some is social, some is let it be uh, the local, primary, and all, you can give the labels. And once you will start putting your emails into those labels, simultaneously your machine, or maybe the Google app would start taking those recommendations, and then it will basically uh, put your any email according to that label after a certain time. So this is how machines are learning these days. What data is very important to make them learn in such a way. Now, what is the difference between data science and machine learning? Let me give you a simple analogy. Solving a mystery with clues, it is data science. But teaching a robot how to solve many mysteries is machine learning. So, in data science, what we are doing, we are just solving one use case. It is just like one use case. But whenever we are talking about machine learning is something that is used multiple times. And multiple times, I mean to say, when next time if it will get another data set, it will behave accordingly. So because it has learned from the previous data set like how it should behave. So if there is any change in the data set or in the instruction, it will behave accordingly. So teaching a robot how to solve many mysteries. So now data science help you to solve one mystery, whereas machine learning has given you that power where that learning from data science can be used multiple times, and it can be given to machines so that that task can be done automatically by the machines and with less human intervention. Why this field is booming? Yes, anyone? Okay, let me tell you. As I have already told you, like earlier, human beings were generating this data. These days, what is happening? Machines have started creating this data. How? uh, Whenever we are talking about a smartphone, or I'm talking about the smartwatch, what is it doing? There are particular sensors. It is tracking all my activities, and this data is being generated by this particular smartwatch or my smartphone automatically whenever it is in contact of me. Now, if I'm walking, it is counting my steps. If I'm running, it is counting like for how much time I was running. It is tracking like how much calories I am taking. It is tracking how much calories I am burning. It is tracking what is my heartbeat for the day. Was there any deviation from the regular trends, or like how your normal life is basically changing in a way, or how it is deviating? Then it will give you those alarms like your heartbeat is more, or maybe your blood pressure is uh, increasing beyond limits, or everything it is basically tracking. Now, when machines have started generating this data, we need to utilize this data for, I told you, like maybe for business purposes, maybe for making policies or schemes for the normal citizen of the country, or maybe like hospitals, or maybe in educational institution, these technologies are also used. So like everybody is generating data, and once we have started generating this data, we need some algorithms which can come up with insightful information. We need some tools which can give us that particular information. We need some tools which can analyze that particular data, and based upon those analysis we can set the trends. So what your smartwatch is doing, it is generating the data, it is analyzing this data, it is setting up trends. Like those trends would be like maybe in an app, and you can say like for a month, uh, like for Sundays you are not walking much, or you are not doing your exercises, but for 6 weeks in a day you are doing this, you are doing this, on like now based upon those recommendations, or based upon those data insights, you will get a recommendation like on Sundays you should eat light, or something like that. So you can see like how your life is changing with these two technologies. And this these technologies are changing our life also. And once it is inculcated into our daily life, we need, uh, or there is a boom in these technologies. So we are having digital data. So I told you that this is the explosion of digital data. Now, career stability is there whenever we are having lots of data. So we need more and more expert in this field, who can basically analyze, collect, clean these data sets, and get some insightful information out of those data sets, right? So basically, these technologies are high in demand. You might get higher salaries as compared to other professionals of this field, and there are stable careers in it. And basically, these technologies are helping in decision making for every organization. So whosoever is the person who has these kind of skill sets will be required in each and every company, or maybe in government, or you can say any of the organization. So this is how the whole landscape of uh, career stability is changing by using these two technologies. So what are the career domains if we are talking about? So if we are talking about, already told you like, these fields are inculcated in every field, in almost every field these days. So if we talk about healthcare, predictive diagnostic is the field where the professionals from these particular fields can be utilized. Finance, so stock market forecasting, like how stocks would behave for next, let it be 10 days, and based upon those behaviors, the stock market users can take decisions. And the professional who would be there can earn a lot of money out of it. Sports, so whenever we are talking about creating a game strategy, or maybe like how to optimize a sport system in those games, we can use machine learning. But to use that machine learning strategy or tools, we need certain programmers, or certain analysts, or certain data scientists who can help the subject matter experts to take those decisions. So the subject matter expert can be the manager of that particular team. Now, with every team, there might be a data scientist, there might be a data analyst who would be giving them better insight. Like in previous game, the that player was playing in this way, and in a match with your team, this person might play in this way. So to create that game strategy, machine learning experts can help. Agriculture, so whenever we are talking about smart irrigation, we are talking about precision systems, we are talking about prediction of crops. In this field, everywhere we require professional from data science and machine learning background. E-commerce, so whenever we are talking about e-commerce, we are talking about personalization. So I have already taken an example, like if you want to buy anything digitally, like from digital platforms, uh, based upon the data, based upon the command you have used to search that particular product, uh, your computer system, or maybe Google, or maybe any other app would give you recommendations, like you should go for this product or that product. So this is how you can say, like in each and every domain these experts are required, and their services are required. So that's why these domains are so popular, or these fields are so popular these days. What can be the career roles? So data analyst, data scientist, ML engineer, AI engineer. There is a new concept of generative AI engineer these days, or prompt engineers. There are NLP experts. So all these are the roles which are there into the field of data science and machine learning. If we talk about data scientists, so what they are doing, they are extracting the insights of the data from the large amount of data sets. So what data scientists are doing, they are combining the coding, stats, and machine learning model. If we talk about ML engineers, so ML engineers are the one who are making smart systems. So if you are using any smart app on your smartphone, or maybe on smart watches, or any smart devices, so that work is being done by ML engineers. There are some AI engineers also, so they are designing those intelligent apps, and those intelligent apps, what exactly they are doing, they are fetching out some data, giving you insights, and based upon those insights, you are setting up your trends and taking decisions in your daily life. What are the skills which are required? So programming, yes, programming is required, but it is not like you should be a hardcore programmer. Whenever we are talking about Python, R, these are the high level programming languages. So if you have the inbuilt logic building capabilities, these languages or programming languages are very simple to learn. So basically, high level language, I mean to say, like they are more oriented towards the languages which are being spoken by the human beings. Then you need to learn something about statistics and probability. So these are the fundamental concepts which are basically relying behind the machine learning models, and even like the data you are fetching, you need to apply some statistics and probability techniques, so that based upon those techniques, you can build some machine learning models. Data visualization. So data visualization is nothing but like how your data should be visualized, or how it should look like whenever you are presenting it to someone, right? So data visualization is done by various tools like Tableau, Power BI. There are multiple tools like Google has its own tool. It is called Looker. So you can make dashboards. You can, like, behind that particular dashboard there would be a data, but it would be presented in such a way, like it would be like giving you insights even watching it. ML algorithm, so linear and regression, deep learning algorithm, and there are so many machine learning algorithms which are working behind the machine learning technologies. So you need to acquire those skills before diving into your career into these particular roles. Then you need to do lots of projects and internships, so that practical exposure is basically required. So if you know the basic programming and the fundamental concepts of data science, then you need to learn working on various tools and machine learning models. and based upon those tools and machine learning models, you can create various projects. And there are lots of internships are available these days. Why? As I already told you, like every organization is using these concepts these days, right? So they are having their own data, they are giving it to the interns, and those interns are coming up with useful insights for them, and those insights are being used by those organizations for generating business. So internships and career opportunities are lot many in this particular field. So what are the top 10 tools? So I already told you Python, SQL, R. These are the basically languages where you will have to work upon. If you know like how to work upon Python, then there are various libraries, inbuilt libraries in Python that you need to inculcate while programming. You just call those libraries, and those libraries would do rest of the functions. So if we are talking about stats and probability, so there might be certain functions which are already there, and wait a minute, and those functions are basically giving you functions are inbuilt, and whenever you need to perform any particular operation, that operation can be done in seconds while calling those libraries in your coding. So you need not to write the code for a particular thing. You need to know like what is the logic. You will call that particular library and give it a logic. It will do the rest of the work for you. Visualization, so data visualization is again like Power BI, W Looker, I already told you. Then for development, you will have to work upon Jupyter Notebook, GitHub, all these tools are there. So what are the industry trends? So millions of jobs predicted in AIML by 2025. So by 2025, I mean to say right now there are so many career opportunities. The career is all set to start from here. So once this particular market is being established, there would be more and more career opportunities in this particular field. Ranking, so data scientists rank among top three jobs globally. Even whenever we are talking about researchers, most of the research is going in this particular field these days, and lots of professionals or maybe the scholars has come up with the data science, come up with doing research in the data science domain, because there is a lot of data which is available, which is still basically stored over the internet, and there are no useful insights taken from it. So there are lots of opportunities in this space also. So if we are talking about market, so AI and data science market is around $400 billion by 2030. So if this much amount is being predicted, so you can imagine how much jobs would be created in these particular fields. Salary snapshots. So if we are talking about these engineers we talk about, so at entry level, you may fall into 5 to 7 LPA for data analysts or data scientists. Whenever we are talking about ML engineers, we might say like you can go up to 10 lakhs, from 6 to 10 lakhs. So if you are a good analyst, at entry level it might happen you will come up as a good data scientist, and at mid level maybe after 5 years, and your salary might reach at 20 LPA. So AIML experts are getting the highest salaries. So salary packages would be 20 plus LPA in India. And if you are talking about like foreign countries, you may multiply it according to their economy. Why to choose BTech in data science? So if we are talking about normal computer science and engineering or IT programs, data science would be preferred. Why? Uh, Universities have come up with future ready curriculum. There are lots of labs and capstone projects which are being included in these programs. Sport, if you are talking about, so basically, if there are lot many jobs in these like in these areas, so basically universities and institutions are supporting you in terms of internship and placement sports in these areas only, because companies would be coming to them to hire such students who would be having these much of the skills. Then opportunities, so you can go for higher studies and research also. Even entrepreneur uh, uh, opportunities are also there if you are good enough to develop your own applications, or maybe your own techniques. So what are the career path? So you can go to industry as data engineer, ML engineer, NLP engineer, or any kind of professional which we have talked about earlier. In higher studies, you can go for your MS, PhD in AI, data science, and whenever we are talking about entrepreneurship, we can come up with various startups in fintech, health tech, edtech, and this particular trend is now being started. Like there are so many startups are coming in fintech, health tech, edtech, sport tech. There are so many basically uh, organizations are coming forward with these kind of uh, these kind of maybe you can say that uh, mindsets. So what makes you future proof or future ready? Analytical thinking is required, problem solving skills are required, technical adaptability is required, because if you are talking about tools, these tools will keep themselves updating. Like companies will update them in terms of like what kind of data is available in the market, and what kind of insights are being really required by the industry. So you can see, like you should have that tech adaptability, because somebody would be using Power BI, one would be using let it be Tableau for data visualization. So you should know like which like how you can switch from one tech to or one tech stack to another tech stack. Data literacy, so you will have to ensure the career in security also. Whenever we are talking about, your data is very information, so very important for you, and can be used as information for business development. So you can say that these qualities are being required. So you should know like how to secure your data, and based upon that secure data, how you can come up with various insights, and that insights can be converted to business development or business enhancement. So problem solving, analytical thinking, and tech stack adaptability are the three skills which are really required in this particular field. Your journey begins here. So discovery, so invention and growth, mentorship, projects, and readiness. So all these things would be basically done by the universities or the partner institutions for you guys, and lots of companies are coming up with these ideas where these mentorships and projects are being provided these days. So real student project example, let me give you. So loan default prediction system, so these are the basically projects which are being developed by the students. Sentiment analysis on Twitter, crop disease detection, chatbots for education. So these are the real time examples of the applications which are being developed by the students. If you will search for these application over Google, you will get lots of results. Like even like every university or every institution, every student wants to go for these particular fields. So there are so many projects which are available now. The time is to convert these particular projects to real time industry projects which can be used as smart apps by the users, and you can generate money out of it. So what can be the frequently asked questions? So before moving to question answer sessions, let me give you like these are the four questions that might be asked by everybody. This can be the common question. So, programming difficulty, is programming tough? Yes, it is tough a little bit, but you can adapt it or you can learn it very easily for high level languages. You can switch your careers. Yes, you can switch it. Like I told you, if at the very initial level you will go for data analyst, within next 5 years you can be a data scientist or ML engineer. So career switching is very much possible. Coding background, if you are not from coding background, no worries. I told you, if you do not know coding, even then you can start your career as analyst. There are various tools, you can learn those tools, and uh, after learning those tools you will get some confidence, and then uh, gradually you can move to programming. And programming is not that much difficult whenever we are talking about machine learning and data science. Job security, will AI take our jobs? No, AI will not take your jobs. Basically it will create an opportunity for you to do your task fast. So this is the ability of AI. So it is not there to snatch your job. It is there to assist you in your job. Thank you. Let's build the career together in data science and machine learning. So this is the uh, end of my presentation or end of the session.
Yeah.
And now, if you are having any questions, do let us know.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shamnish Sharma and Dr. Usha Mittal. Can we take the questions now, Dr. Shamnish and Dr. Usha
Ye-
Mittal? Yeah. Thanks for giving me chance to address your questions. Now let's start with first question. Radhika is with us. Radhika is asking, how can professionals from non-technical backgrounds transition into data science and machine learning roles to ensure long-term career growth?
Should I take this question, Usha ma'am, with your permission?
Yes,
Okay.
Dr. Usha Mittal.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
So okay. So let me tell you, like as I already mentioned in my session, whenever you are talking about machine learning and data science, everybody is adapting it these days. Now there are various tools which are very easy to learn. If you are talking about data visualization, there are so many tools which are available. We need professionals who can get meaningful information out of a large bunch of data and give this information to the decision makers of the organization. So over here, you, if you are not from tech background, you can learn these techniques and you can come up with a long term career. Because if you are talking about giving insightful information which can create business, so business is something which uh, has started from the beginning of this universe, and it would last till the end. So whenever we are talking about selling and buying, it is all over there. But now how to sell it, how to process the information, there we need professionals in the market who should have knowledge of cleaning that particular data. So if, even if you are from non-technical background, you can come up with career opportunities in these fields. I hope I make sense. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Shamnish. I hope, dear, you got your answer from our today's expert. Can we take the next question from Mr. Bharat Yadav?
Yes.
Yeah. What emerging trends in AI and machine learning should individuals focus on today to remain relevant in the next 10 to 15 years?
Okay, so whenever we are talking about data science and machine learning, so you must have heard about generative AI. So generative AI is the one technologies which is being included into each and every field these days. Now, if we are talking about data visualization techniques, if we talk about earlier, now if you know Power BI, you know Tableau, and you know like what is the exact answer of it. Now even if you know, like everybody can use the generative AI techniques these days. easily, because you just need to know like what is the exact prompt for this. It would come up with some solution to you. Now whether this solution is correct or not, this is the problem. So we need experts who might be having the knowledge of the basic techniques which is used at backend, and how to generate those prompts exactly, so that you will get the correct answers from generative AI, right? So this is one of the major areas. Another areas is NLP. So whenever we are talking about natural language processing in terms of machine learning, your machines need to be smarter day by day. Now, how a machine can process any information, how it would read what is being given to it, it is done through NLP. So if you are good into it, like you would be having more and more career opportunities. Another is like how you can refine the existing machine learning model. Now it might happen like existing model is giving you, let it be 90% accurate results. How you can increase the accuracy of those models, how you can give it a clean input of clean data, so that it can generate more accurate results for you. Which type of machine or what kind of optimized techniques that can be used to refine those results, it is very much required. So these are the various areas or technologies which are being really required to be in this field. Next question, ma'am. Like I hope it is clear.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Shamni Sharma and Dr. Usha Mittal. I hope all the participants got the answer from our today's expert. If anyone have any questions regarding the admissions, they just write on us at admissions@lpu.co.in, and you can do WhatsApp chat with us. Our WhatsApp number is 985256900. I'm repeating the number. It's 985256900. Thank you so much to all our experts, Dr. Shamnish and Dr. Usha Mittal. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information for better decision making regarding admissions. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again. With the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am.